Welcome, everyone. Today I want to share something that has the power to completely shift your life. Not just your job, not just your goals, but the way you think. We live in a world where people love to talk. They talk about what they're doing. They talk about what they're planning. They talk about their dreams, their goals, their future. But here's the truth most people ignore. The more you talk, the less you act. The more you announce, the more you delay. The more you explain, the more criticism you invite. That's why some of the most powerful people in the world live by one simple rule. Never share your plan. Not because your dream is wrong, not because it's too big, but because sharing it too early can destroy it before it even has a chance to grow. This video can change the way you think, and at the same time, it will help improve your English. So stay till the end, and don't forget to subscribe. When a farmer plants a seed, he doesn't gather the whole village and say, "Look what I just planted. Come give your opinions." No, he covers it with soil. He waters it quietly. He protects it from animals, storms, and anything that could harm it. And only after time, when it grows strong, do people see the fruit. That's exactly how your plan should be. Because the moment you talk too much, you invite doubt, opinions, jealousy, distractions, judgment, and emotional pain. You don't need that. Carrying a dream is already heavy. If you want to protect it, stay silent. Let's start with the first reason you should never share your plan. Secret 1. Your plan is weak in the beginning. When a dream is born, it doesn't arrive strong. It starts small, fragile, almost invisible. A quiet thought like, what if I started a business? What if I transformed my body? What if I spoke English fluently? What if I changed my life this year? It feels exciting. It feels alive. But here's the reality. At this stage, your idea is very delicate. It's not ready to be exposed. When you share it too early, you don't protect it. You place it in front of people who don't understand you, don't share your vision, don't feel your hunger, and often don't care. They respond casually. That's unrealistic. You're not built for that. Be practical. They call it advice, but for you, it's poison. That seed hasn't even formed roots yet, and their words crush it. You start doubting yourself. You begin to shrink the dream, not because it was wrong, but because they couldn't see what you saw. There's something even deeper here. Studies show that when you tell people about your plans, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical you get from achievement. So just talking about your dream makes your brain feel rewarded, even though you've done nothing yet. You feel good, so you slow down. You stop pushing. Talking replaces doing. You chase compliments instead of progress. Someone says, "I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and change my life." Post it online, tells everyone. They feel proud. 3 days later, the motivation is gone. No discipline. No action. Just guilt and embarrassment. Why? Because they spoke before they were ready. A plan becomes powerful through silence, discipline, and consistency, not through announcements. Keep your ideas away from people who don't protect them. Keep your fire to yourself. Let it grow. Secret 2. People judge your plan through their own limits. People don't see your dream the way you do. They don't feel your hunger. They don't carry your pain. They don't walk your path. But the moment you share your plan, they act like experts. You say you want to build something big, become fluent in English, become free, become different. And they respond with doubt. Be realistic. Don't aim too high. That's not for people like us. They're not judging your dream. They're exposing their own fears. They imagine themselves failing, so they assume you will too. They don't see your future. They only remember your past, the old version of you, and they try to lock you there. What hurts most is when this comes from people you love. Friends, family, partners. You expect support, but instead you get doubt. And if you're not careful, you'll believe them. You'll shrink. You'll settle. Strong people don't argue. They don't convince. They don't beg for belief. They understand that opinions don't define reality. You don't need permission to grow. Once you succeed, once your life changes, the same people will say they always believe in you. But you'll remember the silence you had to walk through. Your dream is not a group discussion. It's not a vote. It's yours. Protect it. Secret 3. Early praise makes you lazy. This sounds positive, but it's dangerous. Praise before progress kills ambition. When people clap for your plan, your brain thinks you've already won. Dopamine is released, motivation drops, and hunger disappears. One person announces their goals and receives applause. Another stays quiet and works every day. Months later, one has results, the other has excuses. Praise creates comfort. Comfort kills growth. Silence keeps hunger alive. Never accept praise for work you haven't done. Feed your future with effort, not your ego with words. Talking feels good. Working builds power. Choose power. Secret 4. Jealousy is real, even from people you love. You might believe that those closest to you will always support your rise. But not everyone who loves you wants you to grow beyond them. Not every smile around you means support. And not every clap is real happiness for your success. Sometimes the strongest resistance doesn't come from strangers at all. It comes from people close to you, people who've known you for years, people who saw you when you were lost, unsure, struggling. And now, as you start changing, speaking differently, thinking differently, planning a bigger future, something uncomfortable rises inside them. Jealousy. Why would someone close to you feel that way? Because your growth reflects their lack of movement. Your discipline reminds them of the excuses they keep making. Your ambition brings back the dreams they quietly buried. Your progress forces them to face the fact that they are standing still. And that feeling burns silently and deeply. Not because they hate you, but because they hate becoming stuck while you move forward without them. Picture this. You and your best friend live the same routine, same habits, same comfort, same low motivation. Then one day, you decide you want more. You stop wasting time. You wake up earlier. You complain less. You start learning, reading, improving. At first, your friend says, "That's great. Proud of you." But slowly, things shift. The calls become less frequent. The jokes start. "Why are you acting so different?" They roll their eyes when you talk about goals. You feel the distance growing, that invisible wall. And yes, it hurts. But here's the truth. That pain isn't your fault. It's their fear. They feel like they're losing you because you're rising while they're staying where they are. Most people aren't against your success. They're against you becoming more successful than them. Jealousy lives in that gap between who you were and who you're becoming. Stay the same, and you're safe to them. Grow too much, and you make them uncomfortable. And when people feel uncomfortable, they try to pull you back. Not because they're bad people, but because they're scared. Scared of being left behind. Scared of being exposed. Scared of seeing someone like them become something they're not. Listen closely to what they say and what they really mean. They say, "You've changed." They mean, "You stopped being like me." They say, "Why are you always so busy?" They mean, "Why aren't you wasting time with me anymore?" They say, "You think you're better now?" They mean, "You're making me feel small." If you're not careful, you'll start shrinking yourself just to keep others comfortable. You'll hide your progress. You'll dim your light. You'll pretend you're not growing. But remember this. You were not born to protect other people's comfort zones. You were born to rise. So what should you do? Protect your energy. Protect your vision. Protect your plan. You don't need to cut people off immediately, but you do need distance between their fear and your future. Don't explain your goals. Don't argue. Don't try to prove anything. Just work quietly. Let your effort speak. Let your progress become impossible to ignore. And when the time comes, people either respect you or remove themselves. Either way, you win. You thought everyone would support you. You thought friends and family would cheer from day one. Now you know better. Not everyone is ready to see you win. That's why your plan must stay hidden, silent, protected. Let them wonder. Let them talk. One day, they won't be able to ignore what you've built. Your silence will turn into strength. Your results will speak for you. Secret 5. Talking drains energy. Building creates it. Your most valuable resource isn't money or talent or even time. It's energy. Energy fuels discipline. Energy keeps dreams alive. Every time you talk about your plan, you lose energy. Every time you work on it, you gain energy. When you explain your goals, you're not just sharing information. You're giving away focus. You spend energy defending your vision, answering doubts, seeking approval. By the end of the day, you're tired, not from working, but from talking. Words don't build anything. Actions do. Imagine two builders. One talks all day about the house he'll build. The other stays quiet and lays bricks. At sunset, one has stories. The other has progress. That's life. Talking gives a temporary high. Working builds something real. Silence keeps hunger alive. Secret 6. The world respects results, not plans. Nobody truly cares about your ideas, your struggles, or your intentions. They care about what you built. Potential doesn't earn respect. Performance does. People have heard too many promises and seen too little action. That's why words are ignored and results are believed. If you announce your goals but never show change, people stop listening. Not because they're cruel, but because they've seen this movie before. The people who succeed don't chase early applause. They chase progress. And when they finally arrive, they don't need to speak. Their presence changes a room. If you have to explain your plan, your results aren't ready yet. Keep working. Keep growing quietly. One day, people will ask how you did it, and you'll know the answer. Silence built it. Discipline shaped it. Results revealed it. Secret 7. Your plan should surprise people, not involve them. Most people don't deserve to know what you're building. Not because they're bad, but because they're not ready. When you tell the wrong people, they slow you down with opinions and doubts. The best plans aren't announced. They're revealed through transformation. You can either talk and defend your dream, or stay silent and build it. 6 months later, the silent path speaks louder than any announcement ever could. That's real power. Secret 8. God's plan doesn't need public approval. Some journeys are sacred. Some visions are between you and God. You don't need the world to understand what you were called to build. If the vision was given to you, the strength to complete it will come too. Faith matters more than applause. Like a seed in the soil, growth happens in darkness first. No one sees it, but it's happening. And one day it breaks through. That's you. God works beneath the surface, while people only watch what's visible. So protect the vision. Stop explaining it. Keep building. Keep trusting. One day, when your life speaks for itself, no words will be needed. Never share your plan too early. Let silence guide you. Let discipline shape you. Let progress prove you. And let success speak when the time is right. Go quiet. Go deep. Go all in. And when you return, your results will say everything.